Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome so much to the College Fairs of Greater Denver. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Jenny, and I'll be your facilitator. Before we get started, we have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. We have many more happening tomorrow. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Greater Denver. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Creighton University.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Ann Hardy, and I'm the Associate Director of Admissions for Creighton, which is a Jesuit school located in Omaha, Nebraska. Let me get this all set up for you. The Jesuits are the largest order of Catholic priests, and you certainly don't have to be Catholic to attend Creighton or any one of the 27 Jesuit universities in the country. But as a Jesuit university, Creighton is forming and educating leaders for a more just and equitable world by teaching behaviors that reflect critical thought and responsible action on moral and ethical issues. A Jesuit education teaches you how to think, not what to think. At Creighton, you will find that the Jesuit values are infused into every aspect of student life. So the Jesuit values being magis, which means more. So really striving for excellence or going above and beyond what's expected of you, being men and women for and with others, cura personalis, which is care for the individual person. And of course, providing an education of the whole person. You truly are a liberal arts university, and that will serve as just the foundation of your education at Creighton. We have over 140, did I say Creighton's in Omaha? I don't remember, but we're located in Omaha, Nebraska. We have over 140 different academic programs, about 4,500 undergraduate students, and another 4,400 or so graduate students, all on the same campus. The student to faculty ratio is 11-to-1, and we get students from all 50 states and 50 different countries. 80% of our students actually come from out of state, which is really nice because we're not a commuter school. People don't just pack up and leave and go home on the weekends. Our undergraduate colleges are the College of Arts and Sciences, the Heider College of Business, and the College of Nursing. The College of Nursing is direct entry. It's the only major that students declare when they apply to Creighton. We have our own dental school, law school, medical school, occupational therapy, pharmacy, physical therapy, physician assistant, nurse practitioner program, and 50 other graduate programs that all give preference to our undergraduate students. And this is a really big deal because the acceptance rate from our undergrad into our medical school is about 50%. If students are applying outside of Creighton undergrad, it's about 5%. And then it just goes up from there for our other graduate and professional programs, really between 60% to 100% from our undergrad into our graduate programs. Okay, I wanted to say, we were the first in the nation to offer doctoral level programs for physical therapy and occupational therapy. And we also have a PharmD program as well, and they're accelerated tracks, so you do not have to have a bachelor's degree in order to apply to those programs at Creighton. Our students in arts and sciences have until the end of sophomore year to declare their major at Creighton, and then for our business students, it's the beginning of junior year. We have actually 10 health science programs at Creighton, and we've developed an interprofessional approach to healthcare education. It's very much a team approach to education. And we want our students to have that experience of being part of the healthcare team. We built a second healthcare campus in Phoenix, and that just opened up. And with the addition of that, we are now the largest Catholic healthcare educator in the country. And we're building a new $85 million health science complex on our campus in Omaha as well. Creighton was voted one of the top schools in the country for undergraduate research opportunities. We want our undergraduates to come in and start engaging in research right away, freshman year. We have 3 Goldwater scholars that were selected from our class of 2022, which is more than any other Catholic university. And this puts us in good company with other private universities, including Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Stanford, and MIT. Our Heider College of Business is well connected in the Omaha community. All of our business professors have practical experience, and we have 6 chartered financial analysts on faculty, which is more than any other business school in the world. And students can participate in a couple of practicums and then also internship opportunities. Omaha was voted the #1 city for paid internships. We actually have about 11,000 internship spots available for our students, which is a lot more students than we have. Omaha is also headquartered to 4 Fortune 500 companies, which are all within walking distance of campus, with another 50 or 60 with operations there in Omaha. We have over 250 clubs and organizations, including sorority and fraternity life. Our students are actively engaged in all kinds of things on campus. We offer service and justice opportunities as well. And we also have our own retreat house, which is 20 miles away in Griswold, Iowa, for students that are interested in that. We are part of the Big East Conference, so Division I athletics. We get over 18,000 fans at every home men's basketball game. So being a Blue Jay fan is a big part of the student experience. We offer a lot of broad study abroad opportunities. We're very proud of our student outcomes. And I have a few seconds left to go over the application. So we are open. We are on the Common app. We are test optional. We went test optional in 2019. It was very much a mission-driven decision for us. And so you can apply with or without a test score. We require a high school counselor evaluation and your transcript, as well as a personal statement or an essay. Please apply by November 1st so you have options for other special programs as well. And my time is up. When you apply to Creighton, you're applying for a merit scholarship. So I'm going to leave it there and pass it on to my next colleague.
Thank you so much. And again, all of our panelists will be dropping their contact information in the chat, so you can still ask them questions. You can also ask them questions anytime through the Q&A function. So go ahead and use that for any of our panelists at any time. Again, that Q&A function is open. Up next, we have Nebraska Wesleyan University.
Okay. Thank you so much, and welcome everybody this evening. My name is Matthew Miller, and I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions at Nebraska Wesleyan, and I work specifically with Colorado students. So to jump right in here, we are a school with an enrollment of about 1,700 traditional undergrad students. If you include grad programs and adult learners and non-traditional students, we have about 2,100 overall. We offer 134 different majors, minors, and pre-professionals. Some of our top majors would be anything in pre-health. We have several different options there. We also offer like a 4-year BSN. We're performing arts as like acting and musical theater, business, and many, many more. We have over 90 different student organizations, clubs, and honoraries. We have 3 fraternities and 3 sororities, intramural sports, all sorts of different things. And we've been rated as a top 10 in the top 10% in U.S. News and World Report's best regional Midwestern universities. As far as location is concerned, we are in Lincoln, Nebraska. That is Nebraska's capital city. It is a top-ranked Midwest college city of about 330,000. We're on the eastern side of the state, about 40 miles west of Omaha. Lincoln is home to well over 30,000 college students. It has been called within the Silicon Prairie and has been rated as America's happiest city by Gallup. Personal support is obviously very important when you're going into school. We have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Obviously, smaller class sizes equal more meaningful relationships. Our average class size is about 16, and 100% of our classes are taught by professors. We don't have grad assistants teaching any of our courses. We want to make sure that your experience is about you. We don't necessarily prescribe you anything in your path. Our curriculum is designed to help you pursue many different interests. So some of the things that we've added over the last couple of years, we've added direct entry honors programs in nursing and athletic training. We've added a 5-year Master's of Business Administration pathway, a 5-year fully accredited athletic training master's program, a sister school in Germany, which is one of 5 total, and a data analytics major. We've also invested nearly $70 million into several things. First off, academic facilities. As you can see, our new Ackley Hall of Science, which opened up in 2019. That's a nearly $30 million facility. It houses biology, psychology, and chemistry. We've invested in stronger faculty, giving our coaches more resources, growing student scholarships, upgrading our athletic facilities. We are an NCAA Division III institution. We're the only one in Nebraska. And also just keeping our campus beautiful. So within the landscaping and fixing up concrete and all sorts of different things. Outcomes. So the 2019 graduating class, 99% of those students have already reported landing a job in their field or admission into graduate school. Employers are frequently calling us to ask for our students because they know they're critical thinkers, constant learners, and curious souls. Our renowned NWU Archway curriculum prepares students for a variety of career paths, and we are the number 9 producer of NCAA Academic All-Americans. That's all 3 NCAA divisions, and we are top 10. So if there's an athlete out there and you're looking for a great balance of academics and athletics, we can definitely offer that to you. Affordability obviously comes to mind when you look at any school. Our director of financial aid reviews and processes every single financial aid form by hand. We give larger scholarships to a broader range of students because we think that every student deserves the chance to have an affordable education, and 100% of admitted students are awarded financial aid from Nebraska Wesleyan. So to give you an idea on how scholarships work, specifically for Coloradans, each student receives a minimum of $25,000 per year by being accepted and being from Colorado. There are also additional stackable scholarships that you can get on top of that. One is a $1,000 per year visit grant for visiting either virtually or in person. We also have a $1,000 per year virtual event scholarship, which I will show you those upcoming events in the next slide. Our Hughie Full Ride Scholarship Competition, the deadline for that is December 1st. If you have a 3.75 GPA or higher, you are eligible to compete for that. There's going to be $1,000 per year recognition scholarships. Finalists will receive $4,000 per year. Then, of course, winners are a full ride. And we also accept outside scholarships. And there's many more different opportunities that we will go through with you as well if you are eligible. So next steps, apply. Our application is always free. It's on our website. So hop on there and knock it out. We don't have essays. It's just a couple short answers. You can still apply early action by October 15th. So that's coming up here pretty quick. Here are the virtual scholarship events that I mentioned earlier. We have several left. Arts and Humanities is coming up on the 11th. Natural and Health Sciences is November 9th. All majors on December 9th. And then just Experience Nebraska Wesleyan on February 7th. And again, you will receive a $1,000 per year scholarship for attending one of those. Make sure to schedule a virtual or in-person visit. And if you have any questions, you can always call or text me at my Nebraska Wesleyan cell, which is listed below. And I'll also put that in the chat box later. Thank you. And there's our campus.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Up next, we have Hastings College.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Is that coming through okay? Good. All right. I'm Justin. I'm with Hastings College. I am our Colorado-based admissions counselor. I work with all of our Colorado students and families from Colorado. I'm actually regionally based in the Denver area. Hastings College, appropriately enough, is in Hastings, Nebraska, a town of about 25,000 people. Really cool college town, a lot of great places for students to hang out in between classes, to connect with other faculty and their fellow classmates. And for our Colorado families, we're only about a 6-hour drive from Denver, so it's pretty easy to get to. A little bit more about who we are as an institution. Hastings College is a small private liberal arts college of around 1,100 students. And as such, we really pride ourselves on the academic excellence and deliberate mentoring you're going to receive as a student. Your faculty at Hastings wear a lot of different hats. They not only teach your classes, but they're your faculty mentors and they're your academic advisors who you check in with every semester to see which classes you're going to take. And really, at the end of the day, what that translates to is your faculty really really get to know you well over the 4 years and can really tailor your undergraduate experience to what your ultimate goals are. Perhaps it's a specific job that you're wanting upon graduation. They can help set up an internship to get you more familiar with that before you graduate. Or perhaps it's a medical school or law school or vet school or some other type of professional school. They'll make sure you're set up for success and ready to apply to those places upon graduation from Hastings. It's about a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. I think our average class size is right around 10, and it's not uncommon to have just a handful of students in every class. At Hastings, we do a couple of unique things, which I'm going to talk about now, one of which we're on the block schedule. So at the end of the day, at the end of the fall and spring semester, you're still taking the same amount of classes that you would at a school that's not on the block schedule, but instead of juggling 5 or 6 classes at once, we chop up those semesters into smaller blocks. So you're only taking 1 class for 2 weeks or 2 classes for 7 weeks, and then you move on to a new set of classes. And this really allows you to do is focus all of your attention on just those 1 or 2 classes, but more importantly, to get involved in other things that Hastings has to offer, like the fine arts, clubs and organizations, student organizations, athletics, to really round out your educational experience. Another unique thing we do is we give every student an Apple iPad and pencil because our campus is set up that way. There's Apple TVs in every classroom, and you actually download your textbooks right onto that device, and your textbooks are also going to be included in your tuition. Another really cool thing that we do, being a liberal arts school, we really want you to get outside your comfort zone, get out, start thinking outside the box, experience new things. And one of the ways we do this is we bring a study abroad experience to every student at Hastings. So during your 2-week block in your junior year, you go with a cohort of students and faculty to, there's a lot of different countries that you can choose from, but it's really like being a tourist in that country for 2 weeks. You go to museums, experience the culture, taste the food, you might do volunteer work. Of course, your faculty are going to build in some educational components as well. But again, being a liberal arts school, we think this is really, really important. And our students also get really a lot out of this. And the best part is it doesn't cost you anything extra. This is included in your tuition. And it's something that we bring to every student. Now, every student will receive at least $12,000 or more in scholarships, and it starts with an academic scholarship. So the GPA that we use to not only admit you to Hastings, but to give you an academic scholarship is your overall weighted GPA. So we look at the highest GPA on your transcript, and we give you extra weight for any AP or IB or concurrent enrollment classes that you're taking. And wherever you fall in that grid, that's your automatic scholarship per year. The second scholarship we give students is a talent scholarship. Now, granted, not every student at Hastings falls in one of these categories. And if that's you, we do have allocated extra money to compensate for the fact that you may not be in one of these areas, but most students do. About 60% of our students are student athletes. So a lot of talent scholarships goes toward athletics, but it can be in any one of these other areas as well. Now, with the exception of art, which does require you to, at the very least, minor in art if you receive a talent scholarship, what I think is really cool is that you can receive a theater scholarship, a music scholarship, a media scholarship, and not necessarily major in that. We don't make you major in that to receive that. A lot of our students grew up doing theater or did theater and music in high school, and it's an important part of their life, and they want to continue in college, but not necessarily major in it. You can come to Hastings, receive a talent scholarship to participate in those areas, but not have to major in it. So ultimately, at the end of the day, what can you do? Well, you can apply. It's a free application. It really literally takes about 10 minutes. You're going to want to upload your transcript when you're done, and that's it. We don't require SAT, ACT. We don't require essays or letters of recommendation. And then I think the last thing is it's very important to visit all of the colleges that you're looking to attend to. But with Hastings, we're very individualized and we customize your visit. So whether you come in person or do a virtual like we're doing now, you list all of the areas that you're interested in talking with, be it a coach, be it a faculty from your major or current student. We set up appointments for you to learn more about Hastings and if it's going to be the right fit for you. So that's all I have. Enjoy the rest of the presentations.
Thank you very much. And just a reminder to everyone that the Q&A function is open. So if you have any questions for any of our panelists, you can ask questions at any time and they'll be happy to answer them. Up next, we have the University of Wyoming.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Adrienne Loveland. I'm the Assistant Director of Admission for the University of Wyoming and also a very, very proud graduate of UW. So the University of Wyoming is located in Laramie, Wyoming, which is in the southeast corner of the state of Wyoming. We are about 45 minutes west of Cheyenne, about 50 minutes north of Fort Collins, about 2.5 hours north of Denver. So it's a really great location where you can get away, but you're close enough to get home when you want to. Laramie is a little more rural. We have a town of about 30,000 people, and we are in between two mountain ranges. So there's a lot of outdoor activities, and we're going to talk about that a little more here. So at UW, we have a little over 11,000 students. We have 11,829 students and 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio. 90% of those classes are taught by professors and not graduate students. And we really value this because we want you to get the most out of your education. Our average class size is 30 at Wyoming, but of course there will be some that'll be larger, but some that will be much smaller as well. And last year during the pandemic, we're so thrilled that 86% of our students had jobs or were in grad school 6 months within graduation. So we're really proud of our graduates, but also Wyoming produces a very marketable and very smart, very educated students. So people are looking for our UW students. I mentioned that we're in between those two mountain ranges, and here's some really good pictures of the area. We are 15 minutes from world-class rock climbing and mountain biking, and about 30-35 minutes away from skiing. You are not going to run into any type of traffic here in Laramie, and the skiing is run to lift, so you can literally ski all day long. It's pretty awesome. A little bit more about the student life at the University of Wyoming. We are a Division I athletic school. We participate in the Mountain West Conference, and fun fact, Laramie has the most active NFL players out of the Mountain West Conference, and that includes schools like Boise State, San Diego State, UNLV, Hawaii, Utah State, CSU, Air Force. And the most notable of all these famous football players is the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. He is a proud graduate of UW. We also have club sports, intramural sports. We want our students active and depending on the level that you want to participate in. Our intramural sports is just kind of getting that resident floor together. We do have an active and thriving Greek system, the fine arts at UW. If you are not a music major or an art major, you can still sign up for the class and take it and be a part of whatever it is you're interested in. We do have over 300 clubs and organizations, so there's something for everyone. And a very, very big student government program. And as well as, because we're the only four-year state in the state, four-year university in this state, there's a lot of love and loyalty for the University of Wyoming, and you'll see that if you come visit. We do offer over 200 different areas of study, everything from accounting to zoology. We allow our students to double major and minor. Big programs at Wyoming are our engineering program. We're number 6 in the country for education. We've been ranked by the AACSB as the top 13% of business colleges. We have a direct entry nursing and pharmacy program, and it's our environmental and natural resources program. A little bit about admissions. The high school success curriculum we need you to have completed by the end of your senior year is 4 years of math, science, and English, 3 years of social science, and 4 years of elective classes, and a foreign language component would fall into this area. We'd like you to have a 3.0 unweighted GPA. And for seniors looking at fall 2022, we're test optional. Anyone that's a younger junior, sophomore, freshman, we will make an announcement this summer on our policy with testing. But if you have that, congratulations, welcome to the University of Wyoming. Our direct entry nursing program is due February 1st and pharmacy is December 1st. Everyone else is on a rolling admissions basis. We are using the Common App or our own regular application, and we will need a $40 application fee. So for a complete application, we need your app, your fee, your transcript, and that's it. We are a part of the WUI program, as well as we do offer the Brown and Gold Scholarship. We are test optional, for the Brown and Gold, but for the WUI, we will need a test score. You can see on this graph where you might land, but do know even after you apply, if you get a new test score or if your GPA improves, we can make you change your scholarship to a bigger amount. I do want to encourage you to come to the University of Wyoming and visit. We would love to have you on campus. We're very busy with visits there in person. So we'd love for you to visit Laramie. If you have any questions, please reach out at any time. I'll put my information in the chat, and have a great night and go Pokes.
Thank you very much. All right, up next, we have the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology.
Sorry about that, having technical difficulties. Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for coming to this. My name is Kristen Kugler. I'm the Regional Admissions Counselor for the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. I'm located in Castle Rock, so if anyone ever wants to meet up, just let me know. All right, so a little bit about the school. Rapid City is where we're located. It's about a 6-hour drive from Denver and about 5 from Fort Collins. The population's around 75,000 people. We're in the Black Hills region of the state, so it's a really pretty area, very outdoorsy, 4-season climate. We have around 26 inches of average snow, and it's pretty sunny with about 225 average sunny days. So the climate's pretty similar to Colorado. We also have 6 national parks and 7 state parks. So lots of areas to explore. And then we do have a regional airport as well, if you'd like to take direct flights from DIA. That's the university. We're pretty small. We have around 2,400 to 2,500 students total. Our student to faculty ratio is about 15:1. The average class size is around 24. We have 20 different STEM majors now and 12 different accelerated master's degrees. We also have regular master's degrees as well. We have 26 minors, and then we do have 10 PhDs as well. About 50% of our student population comes from out of state, and 41 states and 28 countries are represented. So this is our list of STEM majors. So as I said before, we're an all engineering, math, and science school. So we offer 10 different engineering degrees, and the rest are science or math. Some of our newest majors are biomedical engineering, business management, and technology are both pretty new in the last couple years. We have some pretty unique ones as well: metallurgical engineering, geological engineering, and atmospheric sciences are all pretty unique. We also have an undeclared option for freshmen, so you don't have to come in as a major if you're undecided. So you can do that too. So we've been ranked as the #1 best value for engineering universities the past couple years by College Factual. Part of that is due to our tuition rate. So we offer great rates for in-state and out-of-state. For South Dakota, or for Colorado, Colorado residents get the South Dakota Advantage rate. So as you can see, around $12,000 for the year, and that's based on 30 credits for the year. So this is about $22,000 estimated direct cost for the year. We also participate in the WUI, and then we have a low non-resident rate as well. So our students get real world experience from the get-go. Our average intern wage is around $19 an hour. About 77% of our students do at least one paid internship, co-op or research experience before graduating, and many do more than that. And you can go all over the place. This past year, 35 states and 153 employers were where our students did internships. We have 2 career fairs every year that students can get those internship and job opportunities, as well as return on investment. So graduating from school, we have a 97% overall placement rate into jobs or professional school within a student's major. About $66,000 is the average starting salary, and students can go to all over the place as well. So this past year was 38 states, 222 employers, and we had 419 graduates. Living on campus is required for students, and it's required for the first 2 years. After that, it's optional. We have regular traditional style housing, and then we also have suite style housing as well. And then we have apartments for upperclassmen and graduate students if they prefer to live on campus. There's also 100 different clubs and organizations, and so it's a very active campus. And we have everything from blacksmithing to music to rock climbing to building robots. So it's very diverse. We also, so here I have our next steps. So to apply, it's a $20 fee. All we need is your high school transcript and proof of math readiness. So we prefer the ACT or SAT, although you can take the AccuPlacer exam, which we can administer for you, or we can look to see if you have a dual credit math class. The main deadline for us is January 15th of your senior year. This is our scholarship deadline. So if you want to be considered for scholarships, you'll need to have a 3.0 and be accepted by that date. You'll also need to submit SAT or ACT scores. And if you would like to visit, you can do Zoom visits, you can do personal visits. We have a junior day in April, and we do 4 other Go to Minds open houses throughout the year. Next one's October 23rd. This is me. If you have questions, I can put this in the chat as well. Please feel free to reach out and let me know. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And another reminder that the Q&A is still open. Feel free to put your questions for any of our panelists at any time. And last but not least, we have the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Peyton. I'm an admissions counselor here at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. We are located in the heart of Las Vegas. I'm about a mile off strip. You'll see here a picture of our campus, and then that's the strip right behind us. And so we're very close to a lot of things. The first thing about our campus is we did just rank #1 as most diverse campus. We're tied with 4 other schools, but #1 most diverse campus in the country. We have students joining us from about 88 different countries. The larger the dot on the map is, the more students we're getting from those areas. So some of our programs, we have 300 undergraduate and graduate majors. And so if you're looking for anything, we probably have it. And we are the #1 hospitality program in the nation, #2 basically in the world, depending on the year. We have a really good engineering school, same with our fine arts. Our fine arts has a lot of connections with Las Vegas and the things that are happening there. We do have one of the top 15 legal writing programs in our law school, as well as we have a rapid growing medical school and urban affairs on college. One of those schools that was listed in the last, or one of the colleges listed in the last screen, is our honors college. We do have a honors college. It is going to be a holistic review for students. And so what this means is we're not looking for a specific GPA. We're just looking for you as a whole, as a person, for your application. And the application for priority consideration for our honors program is going to be November 15th. Some of the benefits of being in our honors college is going to be a priority registration for your courses, smaller class sizes, a group of students, as well as additional access to a building that's going to be just for honors college students. And so there's a lot of opportunities there. Maybe. Okay. Some of the academic program opportunities that we have is study abroad. So we do have about 28 different countries that our students are studying abroad in a typical year or two. Studying abroad, any of your scholarships, grants, or financial aid is going to travel with you at UNLV. And so oftentimes our students study abroad for a very inexpensive cost or for less than a semester at UNLV. We do have a lot of unique academic programs. We are the only university in Southern Nevada, and so our students have a lot of opportunities to work with employers, internships, and that kind of thing, and so that really creates a lot of academic programs that are very unique. We are an R1 research institution, which means that we're performing the cutting edge research, and so as an undergrad student, you have the opportunity to participate in research. If you're looking to go into med school or you're looking to further your education at all, you can always partner with our faculty to do internships. Most of our programs are going to require an internship. And so with that, our students are getting internships in Las Vegas, they're getting internships nationwide. And so we are seeing that our students are opting into doing internships or multiple internships, even if they're not required, because it's a great way to try it before you buy it and get your foot into the door with a corporation. Some fun things that we have on campus, we have a lot of traditions on campus. If you have a spare moment, you want to look something fun up, look up UNLV Premiere. We've broken a couple world records with it, with the most amount of people in a photo. You can kind of see here, but we line up in the shape of UNLV and take a picture with the strip in the background. It's a really cool welcome event. We do have 400 clubs and organizations for students to get involved with. So if you want to get in Greek life, or you want to try all the pizza in Las Vegas, or you want to get in academic organizations that are going to help further your education, there's tons of opportunities. We are D1 for athletics. You'll see on that image right there, our football team does play in the NFL stadium that we have in town for the Las Vegas Raiders. And so that's pretty cool. All of our students get free admissions to all of our home games. And so we're very spirited in our athletics. On-campus living is going to be required for any student coming from out of state for your first year. And so you'll see on there some numbers for the semester. But essentially, living on campus is a lot of benefits, especially moving into a city school. There's a lot of close access to things, mentors, but you also have food. You don't have to deal with the traffic. And so students are able to move off campus their second year and beyond if they want to, as we are primarily a commuter campus after your first year. This is going to be our hospitality building. It's our brand new, newest academic building that we have on campus. There is a cutting edge culinary kitchen in there that is filmed. A lot of Food Network things have been filmed in that kitchen. And so it's a pretty cool building if you ever get a chance to check it out. For admissions requirements, we are test optional. We're looking for a 3.0 in your core GPA. So that's going to be in your English, math, social science, and natural science. If you don't have a 3.0, we can take test ACT or SAT 1120, SAT 22 ACT. You can apply. Our application is open. Our priority consideration for scholarships, for the most scholarships, is November 15th. However, we do have rolling admissions, and so you can apply after November 15th and still get a decision, but you might not get the most amount of scholarships. Our application will stay open until about May 1st. The cost for you folks coming from Colorado, for out of state, it's just about $25,000 for the full year. And then our merit-based scholarships are under construction on this slide, but we just announced they will be from $1,000 to $5,000 every year. And so that's a great way to take down. We do accept the National Merit Finalist as a scholarship, as well as valedictorian. And then we are a part of the WUI. And so if you have a 3.25 GPA, you will automatically get WUI coming from Colorado. This will take your tuition down to just under $13,000, and then any merit or program scholarships or need-based scholarships will stack on top of this as well. So it creates this to be a very affordable out-of-state school. Don't forget to fill out your FAFSA form. FAFSA opens in 2 days for you folks if you're applying for fall of 22. We do require you to fill out a FAFSA form and put UNLV as an option if you want any scholarships. And then if you're ever in the Las Vegas area, feel free to stop by for a campus tour. We do 2 tours a day, Monday through Friday, and 1 on Saturday. Additionally, we do have virtual tours that happen online as well if you want to partake in a virtual tour. I will drop my information below and let us know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we have some time, so I'd like all of our presenters to invite you back on screen now as we go over a question or two. We'll answer some questions and go from there. So we'll go in the same order that we presented in. And so the first question I'd like to pose is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So your piece of advice for someone going through the college search process. So we'll start with Creighton University.
Yes, my advice is for you to reach out to college admissions counselors, like all the people you see here today presenting, because we are here for you. We don't have a job if you're not calling or emailing us or texting us questions, and we are here for you. So I really encourage you, the schools that you are interested in, to reach out, ask your questions, express your interest, let us get to know you, and then you can get to know our universities. So I encourage that.
Yeah, kind of in line with Anne, best thing I can say is don't make assumptions, reach out, don't make assumptions about cost, don't make assumptions about environment, visit different places, do virtual visits, take advantage of that, and just do your research. We are here to help you. And I don't know how many times in the past I've had students who have made assumptions and they come on a visit and they're like, well, this is nothing that I expected. So just don't make assumptions and talk with us. We'd love to chat with you.
Yeah, I think for me would be just, especially for underclassmen that are on this, is to just take advantage of things like this, like do virtual visits. We all come to your high school, visit us, visit the schools, get more information, attend financial aid nights at your high school, that just attend everything, because I know it can be an overwhelming process, but the more things you attend and the more you hear about higher education, just the easier it will become. So just attend as many things as you possibly can.
My piece of advice would be to get organized. You're probably applying to more than one school and they each have deadlines and they need specific things. And it's old school, but a nice Excel spreadsheet with the schools, the deadlines, what you need to do, visiting opportunities, so that you just don't feel overwhelmed. You can always reference that and go, yeah, they have an open house on these dates. Okay, thank you. So it will really help this process seem manageable if you get organized and do some research to make that good old Excel look real nice and easy to read.
I think my biggest piece of advice would be to visit if you can. You can definitely get a better feel for the campus whenever you're on it. So you can kind of maybe see yourself there, maybe you don't see yourself. So it's good to visit the schools.
Yeah, I kind of ditto everything they said, but one thing I would say is just challenge yourself, and remember that this is your process. So don't necessarily let others influence you. And if you want to go out of state, take the jump and go out of state. If you want to try something new to study, try it. This is going to be your future and no one else is going to be there to study for you. And so just really challenge yourself to get the most out of it that you can.
It's fantastic, fantastic advice. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure our participants do as well. And then we have time for, I think, one more question. So our next question is going to be, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school? So before we close out, what's that one thing you want them to remember? We'll go in the same order.
Yep, I would say that we are a community that's very collaborative. We attract students from 3.0 or up to 4.5, and I just, that it's an environment where people really do care about each other. It's very collaborative and not so competitive.
We want you to remember a lot of experiences. Academics are one part of college. We want you to be involved. We want you to have a great social life and just be able to look back and feel like you made the right choice, that it was a place that provided you with the right resources and the right mentorship and all of those great things. So just a well-rounded experience overall.
All right, I got one fun one serious one. The next time you drink your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid, know that came from Hastings. That was born and raised in Hastings. But the serious one is 97% of our students, I didn't include this on the slide, are employed within 6 months of graduation or continuing their education.
One thing I'd like you to remember about the University of Wyoming is that we really are here as a stepping stone to help you pursue your dreams and your successes. And we'd love to be a part of that journey. We are some of the kindest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet, probably a little too kind, where we're going to talk to you about all things like you're our neighbor, but that's just who we are and we can't help ourselves. But we really are excited to see what you do with your future and are excited to be a part of that.
The biggest thing about South Dakota Mines, when I started working here, it was one of the welcoming and very friendly campus. It's super hands-on and you're going to get a great return on your investment of time and money. So really what I feel like college is about is getting a job.
For UNLV, I think I would say our uniqueness, being the only university in Southern Nevada, just remember that you can be whoever you want to be in college, and being at a university that really supports that and has the resources to support our diversity is really important.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here and sharing all of your knowledge and wisdom with us today. And thank you for joining us as well. When you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 5-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide for us. We encourage you to check back to the schedule because tomorrow we have another full day of sessions, so feel free to sign up for more. And you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/greaterdenver. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and have a great evening.